Hi, this is Jack, and this video is about to reproduce some bugs in Allright Rig plugins. And the version of this plugin I used is Beta 1.2, and the Unreal version I just updated it to let me see, 4.40.1. And let's create an I'm gonna create a new project, blank and without started content. And after it is created, I copied this saved games folder into the project folder. Let's see, it's here, and two presets are here. And I opened this window and scale up some scales of this icons show plugin, and then I imported a character from Fuse and auto rigged in Mixamo. Where is it? Where is it? Reproduce outputs it. And just import it here and enable the move targets. Import. Yes, wait for some compile, and it's done. And then I fixed some materials because the character right now, the character is this material have some compile errors, so I changed the translucent material into opaque and the shading mode to subsurface profile, and saved the material. Close, and add a light. Add point light in front of this character, and then I jumped into the Allright Rig content, Mixamo, and hit the. Oh, sorry, I just forgot to retarget this. So I double click the character and hit retarget manager and add a humanoid rig. Should advance. Everything is just fine, so I hit save and I close this window, close this user. Jumped into the Allright Rig content, Mixamo, and choose this Mixamo rig anime blueprint and duplicate anime blueprint and retarget as it is here. And I opened the Allright Rig window, loaded the Mixamo rig preset, and then add the anime blueprint into here and hit rig. And then for eyes and other facial motions, it just works perfectly. And however, when I jump into, I just need to disable the allow stretch. And when I jumped into the hand IK, I found that when I moved the hand, this nodes of hand, and the upper arm and the lower arm nodes are not automatically snapped into this mesh. And I found that in the release video of Rig Beta 1.2, it is also a problem here. You can see the official video, these two nodes are not automatically snapped into this mesh, but it is not happened in 1.1. you can see they are automatically snapped into this mesh. So I don't know if there is a bug or it is meant to do so, because obviously there is some modification about those functions, I guess. And another thing is I can hit snap FKIK to make them snap together, but which means when I use the sequencer to create my own animations, I need to snap those FKIK nodes per frame. So this is not very handy. And alright, I hit Ctrl Z to the original location and rotation, and I create a new sequencer. Where is sequencer? Here. And when I open the sequence here, and I go to I think it's yeah, just right and outlet. I found that when I moved his, just like the official round circle or cycle tutorial, I move his hand, his leg into here, and another foot here, and I found that these nodes are not automatically snapped into this mesh, so I have had to just I have had to select all those. I have had to snap them manually, and you can see there is some stretching here. It's not very good. So actually the crossbow is just snapped onto this blue nodes. They are at the same location. I don't know why. But sometimes this will not happen, and sometimes this happens, and sometimes this will happen on the blue crossbow, and sometimes it's a red crossbow. I don't know why. But right now I just had some rotations here, and added here, and select all those three nodes. Sorry. All those three nodes, and hit S, and it's gonna be -10, and this is like maybe 10. Oops. That's like 25 or 25. So in the 20 I hit S, so they are just like the official round cycle tutorial. But when I hit when I copy that and snap it into this transform, and I move it into this, and I also copy this keyframe and snap it into this, copy that transform, and move it into the 10th. You can see that only those two guys are moving, but other nodes are not automatically snapped to the target. So in like this key, this leg is kind of showing a weird direction, and yeah, you can see that in this key, this leg is just opposite to its to the right correct directions. So I can actually adjust those snaps by click snap FKIK each frame and hit S, and no, sorry, and select all controllers and hit S here. But it's just not very handy, because when I adjust all of those controllers and snap its FKIK manually and make some keyframes per frame by per frame, so there will be no interpolation between each frame, so it will be not very convenient to make some curve adjustment between those keyframes, because when I make some change downwards into the third key, you can see that it just changed the second key and the third key. It does not modify itself from the 0 and the first key, so this is not very handy. I don't know if this is bug or not, because it is not showing up in the 1.1 plugin. It's just showing up in the 1.2, even in the official version. You can see that.
Okay, that's great, and you will.
So yeah, this is pretty much for this video. I think I already explained that this bug I found. Thanks.